When people first saw these shocking images, they thought Eleanor Williams had taken the brave step of sharing her story of physical and sexual abuse. But the story was a lie. The injuries were self-inflicted. It was all a bizarre and cruel fantasy. In a Facebook post shared more than 100,000 times, she wrote, "They have abused me in every way possible. I'm incredibly lucky not to be dead already. This has been years of me being trafficked to places across Manchester, Yorkshire, Lancashire and Cumbria. This is to have sex with Asian men. Some are business owners. I am not the only girl in Barrow who's gone through this." The real victims, though, were the men she falsely accused, like Mohammed Ramzan. He received death threats and his home and business were vandalised.
I feel no sense of triumph, only sadness. For the loss of the years, the impact on my family, here we are, and the true impact that this will have on true victims. I'm not sure how my family and I are going to recover from this, because mud sticks.
In Mohammed's case, Williams even faked letters pretending he'd written to her, apologising for being violent and abusive. Other evidence against Williams included this footage of her checking into a Blackpool hotel alone and going shopping on a day when she claimed she'd been trafficked to the town and forced to have sex. She even pretended at one point that she'd been sold to an overseas gang for €25,000.
This was a case where out-and-out lies had been told and continued to be told throughout. You know, it's not very often in policing you find somebody lying, but to go to this lengths that Miss Williams went to is extremely unusual.
Williams' claims of abuse caused outcry and public protests in her hometown of Barrow, for which she apologised in a letter to the judge today as he sentenced her to 8.5 years.
There is no explanation for why the defendant would commit these offences. She has gone to extraordinary lengths to create false accusations, including causing herself significant injury.
This is Williams buying the hammer she used to create her own injuries. But what of the long-term pain she caused others? Jordan Trengove spent 73 days in custody after she falsely accused him of rape. At one point, he tried to take his own life.
I had rapists spray painted on my house, my windows smashed. I had to move out of my own area. It destroyed me. It destroyed my whole mental state. It destroyed my son. It destroyed my partner. It destroyed my family. It's just horrendous the list just goes on, like, what it's done to me.
Why do you think she did this?
I don't know, and I would love to know, but I'm never going to find out.
Williams' only explanation, that letter to the judge today saying, "I've made mistakes, I'm not saying I'm guilty, but I know I've done some wrong, and I'm sorry." Peter Lane, 5 News.